All right, it's live. Hi guys, my fellow hair nerds. My name's Brenda Amaral. I am the Vice President of Education for Coastline Enterprise, a distributor located here in New England. I'm a salon owner and I'm also an evaluator for the Board of Certified Hair Colorists. So today I'm coming to you from the Bucket, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, with my girlfriend. Come on in, say hi Liz, Paola Projects. So we're in her space today because my space is currently being used for Christmas clients, and as you'll see in our time here together that I am easily distracted. So yeah, I didn't want blow dryers and phone ringing and all that stuff to distract me from what we're talking about. I am so excited to be able to talk about the Hair Nerds Mystery Box. Like, you guys, it's so awesome because it's going to be full-sized, not even samples, just full-size product in your mystery box, and you have no idea what you're going to get. But I'm going to talk to you about one of the products that will be featured. I can't tell you which one, but one of my all-time favorite manufacturers. And for those of you who do know me and the type of education we offer here in New England, we are very generic or universal. We don't talk about manufacturers with the smocks and the posters and the this and the that, because we want you to shine because of you and your information and your education. So when I think highly of a manufacturer, usually they've done the work and they're doing the right thing for our industry, which I totally love. So tryhaircare.com, Try Design Products. This is not what's going to be in your box, or is it? I don't know, I can't say. But everything that they have is pH balanced, because for our hair, skin, and nails, we're 4.5 to 5.5. So we got to make sure that we're not swelling the cuticle and flushing down, color down the drain. So that's why they're going to put something in the box. I had hooked up one of the owners of Try. The owner, by the way, of Try is a hairdresser, so owned and operated by hairdressers, over 30 years. Not diverted, just awesome products for the hair. Now, are you gonna love every single one? No. I'm gonna get into that while we're talking about how to use your box best once you get it. But I'm just so pumped to be involved because I love the Hair Nerds. Annie and Erin, thank you for the opportunity to even be doing this live and be able to give the information that we're given here in New England on a bigger scale. I met Erin and Annie at the Energizing Summit put on by the Board of Certified Hair Colorists in LA about 5 years ago. And I dig what they do because I can't make it to every educational event, but they do. So the fact that you guys allow me to kind of see everything all over the world really is inspiring and awesome. So again, that's why I was really eager to hook them up with Try so that they could have an item in the mystery box. So make sure you get your mystery box. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Because I'm sure there's going to be tons of dope product in there. And the problem with most of us is that we find one product that we love. You got 20 products on your station, but you got one that you love. So you put that on everyone. Or you use one product once and you go, no, I hate that. I don't like that product. I'm never gonna use that again. Or I hate the whole line just because one product you weren't a huge fan of. Half of the problem is we're not analyzing hair properly. That we're just, like I said, you use one thing on everybody. Everybody's got different fabrics. So if this represents, this would be some serious blow-orange hair, right? I've lifted some people up to this color. But if you get somebody with thin, fine hair, or somebody with coarse, thick hair, more hair than Chewbacca's mother, like I have, and you take just a little pea size or a dime size something, and you try to work it through that hair. And now as stylists, we should be able to make hair look good anytime you finish it. I know Matt Swinney, who also did a live, talked about the fact that your finish work should be on point. So we should be able to finish anybody with anything. So really, if you did get a product and you put it in somebody's hair and you weren't fired up about it, well, you know that you can work that product out, and then you can just recommend something different. But we get so worked up that we need like feature and benefit classes and stuff like that, like it's gel. How about you use it on everybody, see if you like it, and then make a decision then, just based on fabric, whether somebody's thin, fine, or super coarse, medium hair. Like, who knows? We have so many multicultural and multi-fabric clients that sit in our chair. There's just can't be one thing that's good for everybody. So that's why I'm pumped about the mystery box, because it's going to offer you an opportunity to probably try stuff that you never would have before, maybe things you've never even heard of. We've been teaching our 4-day Freaks and Geeks class here. I say we. Again, I'm the Vice President of Education for Coastline Enterprise, and our team, led by Lisa Kelly, who's a co-owner of Coastline. She and I designed a class 16, 18 years ago that we just talked generically about hair and really being a fabric expert and really understanding who it is in your chair and how you can fix what their problem is. The ones that are still coming to the salons want us to fix it, and they want our professional recommendation. So the opportunity is every day to finish and talk about the hair and put the product in their hands. And you know, we don't usually use one product until the end of time. We all have different products and things that we like. So they get excited just like we get excited. So when you get your boxes, you're gonna get all pumped up and excited and wanna try everything on everybody. So like I said, what I recommend is you don't just use one product once and be like, oh, I don't like this. Because then you're gonna shortchange yourself, because you don't really know what one product could do on one head. So our 4-day class is basically helping you understand the chemistry of hair, hair color, hair products. So that way you don't make snap decisions or get trapped into just using one thing on everybody all of the time, because that just gets boring. So the opportunity to get the mystery box and try all kinds of really rad stuff that maybe you never would have touched before. I know I can't wait to get mine, because I love to try new stuff on new people. And I almost forgot to talk about the fact I've got a hair nerd shirt waiting for you. If you like, comment, and share this up, so then that way we can share it with the community. Oh my gosh, I almost knocked this thing over, the phone over. So like I said, like, share, comment, and then Liz and I are gonna pick a random winner, and then I'll send you your t-shirt, because I've got all of them. I've got all the gear, I've got all the stuff. Because I love the fact that the hair nerds, I noticed that you're building and growing, you're adding new people to the team, which is awesome. Oh, Stephanie, okay, hi. Maybe you, I'm gonna pick a random winner, but if the t-shirt doesn't fit, just sleep in it, because I've got it in all different sizes. And they're the most comfortable t-shirts I've ever had on the face of the planet. So, again, for those of you who don't know who I am, I know I started this and I didn't have anybody watching. I am Brenda Amaral. I am the Vice President of Education for Coastline Enterprise, located here in New England. And let's see, I'm a salon owner. I've basically done everything. I've been a receptionist, I've been a stylist, I've been a booth renter, I have been an educator, I have been a platform artist. I've chewed all the dirt. So there isn't too many aspects of this industry that I haven't gotten to actually try on my own. And that's just what I love about it, man. The opportunity to do different things is huge. And now to see different things. And the hair nerds, like, I'm just so grateful to Erin and Annie for really sticking it out. I mean, they've been around for a while and going to all of the education and making sure that they bring it to us if you can't make it on your own. Because with social networking is an opportunity like no other. I wish I had this 20 years ago, that I could have heard about products that maybe I wouldn't have heard about from my local distributor or, the sales rep that comes in and is selling the same thing to every salon in a 20-mile radius. So I think this mystery box is such a good opportunity to see things that businesses are really passionate about, and I know that everything is going to be tried and tested by the hair nerds, and they're not going to steer you wrong. So again, I was talking about, I'm going to answer a question. Is my class in person or online? So Tiffany, we do a 4-day class. It's mainly based in New England. We do 2 days and then we give you a month off. And then 2 days you come back, we reconvene and we talk about the first 2 days is all theory and then 2 days of hands-on. But Lisa Kelly has been traveling the globe, and so she's now doing the class out of California. We've got several distributors that we go to, but we've got a whole team. We've got Liz and Jeffrey and Kerry, and so we've got just a badass team at Coastline, and we're ready to chuck some luggage up into a plane and make it happen wherever you're at. So if you want to find out more information, go to coastlineedu.com. And for try information. So again, owned and operated by hairdressers. Some people, I'll go to a class and they'll be like, oh my God, I think I used that like 30 years ago. Like, yeah, they're still around. They're still pushing, and they didn't cave and divert and do all those other things because it's owned and operated by Joe Oliveri, who's a hairdresser. Like, how rad is that? And their products are pH balanced, which is super important because the last thing you want to do is put color on a client, put them off to the side for 30 minutes, take them to the sink and rinse half of the color down the drain because you're using a high pH product. You're rinsing the color down the drain with super hot water. You bring them back to your chair. You use a product. Do you know what the pH is? Because you should. If you use something high in pH, it's going to swell the cuticle again, and it's going to cause fading. So a lot of the things that we're doing before a client even leaves the salon is promoting fading. So we really have to think about what we're doing, think about the fabric that we're doing it on. I think this is hilarious, that this is the rope that my husband got for me. Thank God for him. He went to the store. I was like, I need rope. Hi, Nina. So, and then he got me this. I was like, okay, this gives me like PTSD of every bad color that I've ever done in my life, right, Liz? Like every color correction. Yeah, I want this to be platinum in an hour. Okay. But you guys know what I'm talking about. So the fabric, if I have a product and I put it on this, it is not going to look the same as if I put it on this. Not to mention how you blow dry. My technique is different than Liz's technique, and your technique is different than the client uses at home. So these are conversations that we need to be having. Talk about the product. Talk about putting the product in the hair. This is how I am going to apply this product. How do you blow dry your hair at home? You know, they always say, oh, well, I love this side, but then I get over here and it does like this weird bangs a left or whatever. I hate it. I only like it when you do it. Well, that's a problem. That is an invitation to have a class behind your chair. Your client needs your help. So the first thing I do when somebody says that to me, I open my drawer up and I say, do you have brushes that look like this? Show me what your brushes at home look like. Because if they have a janky blow dryer and a janky bunch of brushes from CVS, like how are they ever going to recreate the look? And we don't live in the society anymore that people are, I have to keep looking at Liz. I love my girl Liz. Thank you for letting me use your space today. Yeah, see, I told you I lose my attention super easy, so that's what happened. So when clients need help with their blow dry, we have to pay attention. We have to find out what kind of brushes they're using, what kind of blow dryers, make professional recommendations if you can't house things. If you don't have blow dryers and brushes and things like that for sale, you have to direct them to where they can find things like that. But I'll hand them the brush and the blow dryer. I'm like, show me what you're doing. But first of all, I have to show them how to use the product. Because most of us retail, because we're so scared of retail, oh, I don't want to sell that to her because her husband is probably going to lose his job, and you know, it's Christmas time and people don't have extra money, and we start to take financial responsibility for people that sit in our chair. And you can't do that. Like, you've got a job to do, and most of us, you know, you wear the smock, you wear the poster. You don't wear the poster. The poster is up on the wall, and it's like, we love our product line, but we won't sell it to anybody. And what we're doing when we do sell it, oh, just use the size of a pea. Just, oh, you only need a little bit. Like I said, I am hairy. I've got a lot of hair, and if I use the size of a pea in my hair and I blow dry it, because that was your recommendation of what I should do, then I'm never buying product ever again from you because it didn't work. So the opportunity you're going to get in this mystery box to have all of these dope products come your way, and then you use just a little bit on somebody because you're scared, or what if I don't like it? Like, you blow dry that out if you don't like it. Worst case scenario, you take it in the sink and you rinse it. I get stunned when people want a product knowledge class. Like, it's gel, it's mousse, it's whatever, use it on everybody. Chuck it around the hair, use it on long hair, use it on short hair, use it in all different fashions to figure out how you like it. But as a general rule, this is what we're doing. We're not using enough product. And then we make a decision about the line, maybe one product of the line, or the whole thing. The lighting is awesome, right, Nina? I'm at Liz's space in the Bucket, Pawtucket. So I went over the border to Rhode Island because Liz was generous enough to let me use the space so we could do some hair nerding out today. So this is fashion styling mousse from Try, but what we normally do is use the size of a golf ball, yeah? Just take the size of a golf ball. Oh, it's almost like a snowman. So I'm gonna chuck this in a towel and just kind of collapse this. And mousse is all air. And then you're putting it normally on a soaking wet head or a damp head, right? And you're working it through. It's like, it didn't even do anything. Like, yeah, it's a little damp in that one spot, but it's not really too damp on the other side, right? So what kind of, oh, you love my accent. Thank you so much. I'm trying really hard not to use it and to pronounce my R's and sound all proper, but my friends know that only lasts for so long. Whoa, if I don't kick this thing over by the end of this, it will be a small miracle. So again, let's get back to the size of a pea, the size of a golf ball. If you have somebody like me in your chair with a lot of hair, that's how much product you need, right? In order to work it through the hair, like I said, most of it is air. You want to make sure you have enough product. Again, I don't want to see you guys buy the mystery box and then 90% of it goes into the product graveyard in your station or under your sink at home, or some of you will re-gift it. But that's traditionally what happens. I mean, I've been in this industry for a long time, and we've done a lot of product knowledge classes, especially working at a distributor. We go in, we talk about the line, and then one person uses a gel once, a hard hold gel, on somebody with fabric like this. They've got 5 pieces of hair and 3 are busted. Well, I used that gel and I hated it. I hate that whole line. My sister used it. She hated it. Like, be smarter than the gel. Okay? We have to be fabric experts. So again, I just don't want you to miss out on the opportunity of all these rad products that are going to come in this mystery box, and you just use a little bit, or you don't put it on the right fabric, or you're just not brave enough to try it on a lot of people. Because think about it. I mean, especially after the holidays, I know you guys are cranking and banging this week. So you don't have extra time to take somebody to the sink and rinse them out. But really, if you put a product that was maybe too strong in somebody's hair, you could just spray a little water, dissipate it a little bit so the stick wouldn't be as hard, or you could change your blow drying technique. You could break it down, because really we can blow dry hair with anything and make hair look really awesome. I mean, well, I hope that's what you're doing. you should be taking the time to make sure your finish is on point. Not to mention, I mean, all of the opportunities for education that we have now. I mean, I could spend a whole day on YouTube. I could take like 15 classes a day between YouTube, Facebook Live, Instagram. There's so much education and information out there. So if you're feeling weak in a certain area, like if finishing is really something that you struggle with, then practice, bring in models. But like I said, take one product and put it on 10 people, just like one formula. I read a post on Instagram today from a friend of mine, and she was like, I don't love to give out my formulas because it's different on everyone. And why is it different on everyone? Because of the fabric, man. 6N and 20 volume on this is going to look different than 6N and 20 on this. But we get super comfortable, super relaxed. Like I said, using the same product on everybody, just kind of working your day away and not really thinking about what you're doing. So you have to remember that people are spending a lot of money, and you know, they count on you for your professional recommendation. So if your retail is really weak and you need some help in understanding fabric or products, I mean, we've got, like I said, we've got our 4-day class. You can find out more about it on coastlineedu.com. I know once we get our schedule really pretty for next year, that Erin and Annie are going to be generous enough to share it with the community, because they're always all about the education and promoting people that are doing education. So just another reason why I dig you ladies. And I'm thankful to be a part of your hair nerd tribe and to be able to share some information this morning. So again, if you're interested, try haircare.com. Make sure that you're using your products properly. Analyze the fabric. If they have a lot of hair, use more. Tell them to use more. Show them mechanically how they should apply product. And just have some fun with it. So when your hair box gets there, your hair nerd's mystery box, that you're not kind of overwhelmed or like, oh, I'll never use that. I mean, 2 things in this industry you should never say, never, and never say always. And I just said never a whole bunch of times, but I didn't mean it. I was just trying to make a point. But never and always are kind of, you know, they trap you in a box and then you're stuck there of, okay, well, I don't like that kind of product. I don't use this kind of thing. I don't use that product line. I mean, you should be open to everything and all things. I mean, unless you own stock in a certain company, then yeah, man, then you should just be all about that company. But besides that, there's so many opportunities for cool products and cool things to learn from all different people that work for all different companies all over the world. You shouldn't limit yourself just because you're not familiar with something. And that's normally what happens. Fear is a hell of a motivator. So we're motivated more by fear than we are of anything else. Pleasure and pain are the motivators, and the human brain doesn't know the difference between physical pain and emotional pain. So when we sell a product to somebody and then they go, oh, I don't like that, then you're like, yeah, okay, well, I'm never selling retail anymore. I've heard a lot of stylists say to me, oh, well, I'm not a used car salesman. That's not part of my job. Yes, it is part of your job. The part of your job to teach your client how to style their hair so it looks good in between visits. We don't, I started to say this earlier and I never got to the point. We don't live in a society anymore that people come for weekly blow dries. So your blow dry is not lasting more than maybe 4 to 5 days. God willing, I'd kill. I do actually have a new assistant who blow dried my hair. Lasted me 4 days. The last day I stayed indoors, but that's okay. I was just so happy to not have to wash this hair too many times because it's a lot of work. So if someone can show me how to make it easier, I'm all about that. And if you need a class to help make your life easier for hair color, products, because we teach you how to read the ingredients. I don't care what it says on the front. I'm going to teach you what it says on the back. That's our 4-day Color Freaks and Geeks class, coastlineedu.com. You can find us online at Coastline Enterprise. You can find me on Instagram at Brendola, or my Facebook page is Brenda, it says my maiden name, Brenda Bilodeau Amaral. But we offer education all year long. Like I said, we've got a whole team that is happy to pack up, fly out if you have enough people to do a class. And we're just so honored and privileged and proud to be able to offer information that is universal and generic, so then that way, whatever you use, you're going to use it better. So that's why I kind of wanted to talk about styling products, because you're probably going to get a lot of styling products or shampoos or conditioners, because even that, like, we're not really educated in how to properly wash hair. We're just not. And clients don't know how to properly wash their hair or use conditioner. And these are all the things that we break down in our 4-day class. I mean, it seems pretty elementary, but it's not, because we've gotten so crazy about the brand or so crazy about all the other things that we just forget the simple things that our clients need on a day-to-day basis. So coastlineedu.com, tryhaircare.com. I'm so thankful that they volunteered to share some of their awesomeness in this mystery box. Thehairnerds.com, I love you. I'm so thankful. And and like I said, I want you to like and share this, please, because I'm gonna do a little self-promoting, yeah? So a little promoting for the class, and then a little gifty for you. One of the most comfortable t-shirts on the face of the planet. Like, comment, tell me why you're a hair nerd, because I want to hear about it. I learn every time that I turn on my phone and I watch a class or I have a conversation with somebody. There's just so many opportunities to learn so many cool things. I've learned so many cool things from students over the years. So, oh, hi, Lane. But I want to share information. I want to share a shirt with you, give you a little gifty for taking the time and sharing up the information. And get to hairnerds.com and get your mystery box already. What are you waiting for? See ya.